First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Good battle. Count remains full. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to center. Martin is under it. 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
Standing in, Gary Sanchez, and he enters play today. Currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Ellsbury leads off first with 1 away. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be
You babby. Yo, what's up, D? You can hear me now, you babby?
Working for the punch out and the offering.
That's a ball.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing.
All right. Patty.
He'll try again, 1-2. Look out as his bat shatters on impact. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know what? This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Yankees nothing. Luis Severino will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune.
Now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Previous history with Luis Severino, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Hit hard to third. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Cabrera for the 2nd out. Next up for Detroit, Nicholas Castellanos. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. 1-0 the count. Lifted in the air out to center field. Ellsbury's after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. We are still scoring. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner, and Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
He's set. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roll, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Gardner gets his lead at first, nobody out. Another full count offering on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Another full count pitch home. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2 on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. Brandon Drury will bat next. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 0-1. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Comes set, and the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. No score here as we play inning number 2. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And this is going to dunk in out there. A base hit. The throw into second. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 1 for 9. Now, surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Set to get his day started, Jim Adduci. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 0-1 the count. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2. Here comes the first pitch.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Back on a beautiful day here in Detroit as we're set for the top of the third from the home of the Tigers. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. 1-1. Taken, strike 2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Ellsbury, the runner at third with no outs. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch softly hit out to short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Martin. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. A base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Leonis Martinez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Now a bunt attempt here. Drury takes it in, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Set to get his day started, Alexi Amarista, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. 2-0 count, the pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now
Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ellsbury has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll square things at 1-1. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ellsbury on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. So far this season, Stanton is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Now the 2-1. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Riding in once again, Brett Gardner. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Line towards center field. Martin is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Greg Bird.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. First pitch of the at-bat. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Sent on the ground out to second, and this is knocked down over there, and he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with two away. Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Just foul. Oh, 1, here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a slider that misses below the zone.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Ripped on the ground to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Two runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a liner. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-1 home. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Long throw to third. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is ready for another chance. Nicholas Castellanos flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Nicholas Castellanos becomes the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Victor Martinez.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at-bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4. At the plate, Jim Adduci. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Next for the Tigers, James McCann. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. High in the air into shallow left center. Gardner on the move. And the inning is over. Tigers leave one. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Martin going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ready for another shot now, Giancarlo Stanton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1-0. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready once again, Greg Bird. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Leonis Martin.
Leading up for the Tigers.
First delivery to him on the way.
Leonis Martin.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gregorius shading to his right, one away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Alexi Amarista, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0. This is hit softly to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 42.
Ready for another shot now, Brendan Drury. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the sixth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And even 1-1 count to Brendan Drury. High in the air down the right field line. Castellanos over to his left. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Ronald Torreyes. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Digging in and looking for more, Jacoby Ellsbury. The head-to-head numbers with Daniel Norris. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Norris stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Ellsbury rounds it at first, heading for second now. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. And he'll take a look at ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Now a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Amarista. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Ready once again, Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 2 for him to this point. High and deep down the left field line. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. Nick Castellanos now. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's gone. Standing in now, Victor Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 gets him looking, strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but if that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
James McCann would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 42.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
2-1 the count. chin high fastball that time, ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1 fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Here's big Aaron Judge.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The 1-0. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Martin going back. And it's gone into the front row of bushes. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now 5-3.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton now. And the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now 6-3.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
1 out, nobody on. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
A ball and a strike now to Bird.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now. That's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
From the stretch, belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Drury hits a little over the 270 mark. 0-1 count and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Gardner at second, Bird at first, 1 gone. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To Iglesias for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 delivery. On the ground up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Aducci coasts under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. It's stretch time in Motown. The Yankees are out in front, 7-3. Striding in once again, James McCann. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Green, playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Next for the Tigers, Leonis Martin. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Alexi Amarista is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. So 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Soft liner to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Detroit. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 42.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And a fastball just a bit high. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Martin on the move. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Two 2-0 now. Two-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. Fielded cleanly in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aaron Judge. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner. Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side. Iglesias is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ripped down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
A designated hitter.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. First offering on its way. There's a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 1-1 to Martinez. Grounded, foul. The 1-2. Fouled off. Castellanos, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Hot shot down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And now this will head for the 345 sign as it's off the wall. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
David Robertson enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Robertson pauses. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Breaking ball in for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Tigers strike for a run on the Victor Martinez double. On to the 9th inning now from the great state of Michigan. It's the Yankees 7 and the Tigers 4. Shane Green enters from the 10 to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Green is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, This guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
2-0 count. The pitch is a heater in there for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Brett Gardner waits on deck. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Martin going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in once again, Brett Gardner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Aducci on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next for New York, Greg Bird. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. Castellanos will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They hold a 7. Next up for Detroit, James McCann. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 1 for 5.
James McCann.
Aroldis Chapman comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
42. Aroldis Chapman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just gets a piece there. It's 98 on the gun. It's a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Chapman, nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons. He's a 9-year major league vet. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Ellsbury's after it. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that bat.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Now at the plate, Alexi Amarista. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouchback. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Bird has a play. 2 gone. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Amarista leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Strike called, 2-1. Off off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. 3-1. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Chapman sets. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxis out before midnight.
7-5, how today's comes to an end. The New York Yankees used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Luis Severino earns the win, his second. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Tigers, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.